Starting now, this is your local news leader, News 10 ABC in the morning.
New York State Attorney General Letitia James issuing a subpoena to former President Trump's two oldest children, what it means for the ongoing investigation into the family business dealings.
Governor Hochul proposing a major shakeup to term limits for the top positions in state government, what we know ahead of her State of the State address.
And the race is on to get COVID-19 test kits into the hands of students all over the capital region. How the Schenectady City School District plans on getting that job done starting today.
Everybody coming up with their plans, all the districts across the state for those rapid tests. Thanks for joining us this morning on your Tuesday. You need all the gear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hat,
Dress
glove,
warm.
scarf, everything.
Yep,
Right,
make
Jill?
sure those coats are zip, snap, belt, buckle, tied, as my grade school principal used to say. It is a really cold morning across the area.
Don't forget to download our free News 10 ABC app. Set up your custom traffic alerts depending on where your commute takes you.
New York Attorney General Letitia James has subpoenaed former President Donald Trump and two of his children. It's all part of an ongoing investigation into the family's business practices. Trump's two oldest children, Ivanka Trump and Donald Trump Jr., disputing those subpoenas issued by the AG's office. Trump was previously subpoenaed for testimony, setting a deadline of January 7th.
Governor Hochul plans to impose term limits for the top 4 positions in state government. Under this plan, those elected to governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and state comptroller would not serve more than 2 consecutive terms in office. She's also proposing a ban on those positions from earning any outside income, with the exception of an academic position, and even that must be approved by the State Ethics Board. Governor Hochul expected to announce these proposals in her State of the State address tomorrow.
Happening tomorrow, James White, the man found guilty of killing 4 people in a Lansingburg home back in 2017, will be sentenced. This was the second trial for White after the first one was declared a mistrial due in part to the pandemic. This time around, White represented himself in court, claiming that his co-defendant, Justin Mann, was entirely responsible for the murders. Sentencing scheduled for 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Well, we're learning some new details this morning on a deadly stabbing that happened in Rotterdam on New Year's Day. 24-year-old Sutlesh Girdhari, known by his friends and family as Anil, was found dead on the front lawn of a home on Curry Road. According to police, his relatives say that Girdhari was a hard worker trying to support his mother after his family moved to New York from Guyana. No arrests have been made in the case, but Rotterdam police have confirmed with News 10 they are following up on several leads.
State police have arrested a man for allegedly hitting 2 state trooper vehicles with an RV while being chased in a police pursuit. Police say 27-year-old Shaman Raylene was trying to flee a traffic stop in Fort Hunter when he hit the 2 cars. He was taken into custody after stopping in a driveway in Twinsburg. He's being held on $5,000 bail right now and is due in court on Wednesday.
In your classroom progress report this morning, parents are told to keep their kids with COVID-19 symptoms home from school. Sometimes, though, the symptoms can be similar to just a common cold. When it comes to telling the difference, pediatricians understand that it can be frustrating and difficult for parents. If your child does have cold symptoms like a runny nose or fever, Cleveland Clinic children's doctor Adam Keating says that ordering a COVID PCR test instead of a rapid test will provide the most accurate results.
If they have a little bit of a runny nose and a PCR-based COVID test came back negative, then I think we can say that it was negative and this isn't COVID. So if they're feeling well enough, then those kids can go back to school. I would recommend that they wear a mask so they don't spread the cold around the school as well.
Of course, students required to wear that mask in the classroom and on the school bus. The doctor says it is best to be on the side of caution here, especially as kids return from holiday break.
The Schenectady City School District has announced its distribution plan for those COVID-19 test kits for students there. They will be sent home with the elementary school students today. Tests will be available for students in grades 6 through 12 to pick up from 4 to 6 p.m. Wednesday in front of the Mount Pleasant Middle School. And the district expects to receive the remainder of its allotment of these kits soon.
Governor Hochul announcing a number of new state testing sites all across New York amid the recent surge in COVID cases. One of the sites officially opening up here in the capital region this week. News 10 ABC's Jen Seelig is there live across Gates Mall where people can soon get tested. So Jen, tell people exactly where they can go for this.
They can come at the former Ruby Tuesdays at Crossgates if they need a rapid test. Has been such a high demand lately to get tested, so that's why the state has been opening up new testing sites, including this one officially open today. So for now on, moving forward from Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., they can get a rapid test here at the former Ruby Tuesdays. After the holiday season, we know there has been a high demand to get tested and people trying to get their hands on an at-home testing kit. And the state has been receiving millions of additional testing supplies over the last few weeks. And opening more testing sites is part of Governor Hochul's major plan to combat COVID-19. Officials are turning to every avenue now to make it more convenient for people to get tested.
Everybody stay home, lockdowns, shut down businesses, shut down all the little shops and plays and all the other experiences. The reason we don't have to do this is because we now have the defenses in place.
Walk-ins are welcomed here, but people are encouraged to book an appointment. If you are interested and you need to book one, head on over to our website at news10.com. We have all that information there for you. Live at Crossgates this morning, Jen Seelig, News 10 ABC.
Thank you very much, Jen. Happening right now, airports all across the U.S. are still experiencing delays due to winter weather, staffing shortages, including here at Albany International. In total, 10 return flights to Albany were canceled or delayed Monday. This contributed to, well, as part of over 4,100 flights that were grounded worldwide.
The Homeless and Travelers Aid Society calling a code blue alert until Sunday, January 9th. A code blue alert is when temperatures reach 32 degrees or less or feel like that. Albany residents in need can seek help. The shelters listed on your screen. Code blue nights are potentially deadly to people experiencing homelessness. If you see someone in your area who needs assistance, you can see the number right there on your screen. Call that number.
Well, starting this week, those who have struggled to pay their mortgage due to the pandemic can now apply for money to relieve those back payments. Under the Federal American Recovery Act, New York State has received $539 million to help those who are at risk of foreclosure or displacement stay in their homes. Local organizations like the Affordable Housing Partnership are helping Capital Region residents apply for that money.
Generally, under the federal rules for the program, the goal is to get to folks who are behind on some type of housing payment. So whether it's mortgage, as I said, co-op payments, property taxes, the goal is to get to those folks and try to get them help in becoming current on their housing payment.
Now, each household could receive up to $50,000 in relief. Those applying must show proof that COVID is the reason that they are at least 30 days behind on payments.
Looking ahead, Atlanta Braves pitcher and Shenandoah grad Ian Anderson will be signing autographs in Clifton Park. It will happen this weekend. It's all for a good cause. The World Series champion will be at the Clifton Park Senior Community Center this Saturday, January 8th. Attendees and baseball fans are encouraged to bring donations to support local organizations. The event takes place from 10 a.m. to 12:30 in the afternoon. For more information and a full list of the suggested donation items, you can go to news10.com.
All right, 6:40 right now on your Tuesday morning. Coming up, bringing home the bacon a little bit harder with record high price increases. How local grocery stores and restaurants are being impacted by an increase in meat product costs and what the Biden administration is doing about it.
And still ahead, we meet the local designer helping women step up their accessory game in this week's Off the Beaten Path.
You're watching News 10 ABC, your local news leader, with Christina Arangio, Ryan Peterson, Mary Wilson, and meteorologist Jill Swed.